place to get your 15 minutes of fame. Let me tell you, keeping it real, keeping it rude. It's through the eyes of Rue, keeping it real, keeping it rude. Rue and who?
Wow, we are here with a birthday girl. It is Miss Vivian's birthday tomorrow.
Thank you.
God, happy birthday. Thanks for joining us the eve of your birthday.
Yeah,
So today's the last day you're whatever you are.
exactly.
And we always like to celebrate that last day too. So
Yes.
make it count,
We
right?
are just making a whole weekend long.
Yay! Oh, this is exciting. Well, welcome. And here we are. And
Yeah.
it is 1/6/16. Oh, and there is trouble right away.
Already in the
Yes,
bathroom.
we got trouble in the house.
It's gonna get punished.
It is your
Everybody
gift.
keeps saying that to me. Hi.
Well,
It's gonna get
pay
punished.
attention. Watch what you're
Sure.
doing. This is Jurgen.
Thank you.
Hi.
Our other Who of the day. We have a double Who today because it's 2016. So, double Who. Let's see what else happened today. Today is National Shortbread Day. So, we have shortbread in the room. For
Oh, I
everybody.
thought you said short bus day.
And they look pretty delicious to me for our
They do
guests
look
when
yummy.
they share their skeletons.
Yes.
It's also National Bean Day, but we brought the shortbread instead. I thought that would be better
The
than some
beans
beans.
would be as fun.
No, I don't think so.
Not associated.
So what else happened on this day? On January 6th, 2012, 45,000 Facebook logins and passwords were stolen by the Ramnit worm. Can you imagine?
Wow.
I don't know what it
Where
meant.
were they looking?
They were looking to steal your password. I don't know. Like, what would be so
I got
exciting?
worries.
I know. Could you imagine? Like, I just think people like who do stuff like that, can't they like save like world hunger? Like, why do they? Why do they have to like?
Important things they can do.
They could do so many things. They're so brilliant, obviously.
Well, that's kind of like politicians. Like Donald Trump spends millions of dollars to campaign himself.
Are we
and
really
brags
going to
about
talk
it.
about him?
No,
today?
listen. Why don't you donate those millions of dollars to like feed some kids and then
Yeah.
post that shit on Facebook?
Well,
then
Jeb
you got my
Bush.
vote.
What about Jeb Bush? He
Wasting
spent
so much money.
$45 million on ads, and he's like 0%.
That's where all
That's
the money's
the
going
money
for
that-
your
yeah.
commercial.
Wait.
Or you could sponsor the Ruin Who
We could have
show,
music video
and
on the way
we
here
could
for free.
tour the world and highlight all you wonderful people.
Give us your money.
All right, what else happened? On this day, oh my God, you're going to remember this one. Nancy Kerrigan was attacked by Tanya Harding's bodyguard.
Oh,
Boyfriend.
yeah.
I just watched
It
a
was this
special on
day,
that.
this day.
Yeah.
My daughter.
She totally.
She loved Tanya Harding.
I kind of
She
love.
didn't know. She was really little. She was like 3 years old, and she just saw Tanya Harding crying, and she felt so bad for Tanya Harding that she just loved her, and everyone would be like, "No," and she.
I mean.
Oh my God, we had
She
to.
was nothing but trouble.
I know, just like you.
She was
you
so-
and Tanya Harding.
Trouble.
All right, Bill Wyman on this day announced he will leave the Rolling Stones.
Oh.
Yeah, but he didn't come back.
Brian Jones. What?
No, Bill
I know.
Wyman.
this is
Bill
dumb.
Wyman?
Real Life
Sure.
with Jane Pauley premiered on this day on NBC, and the only reason I said that was because Jane Pauley's assistant was my first babysitter. So at her
Babysat you?
wedding, Jane Pauley's
She babysat
assistant,
you?
Jane Pauley's assistant
Yeah.
was my babysitter. Yes,
Okay.
and we went to her
I just
the
got
wedding.
this visual of the little you with that
Yeah,
hat.
yeah. Jane Pauley. Her name is Ann Schlitt. Ann Schlitt was my babysitter. She was Jane Pauley's, and when Ann got married, Jane Pauley was at her wedding.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's why
Quite surreal.
it was true. The New York Lotto paid $35 million on this day to one winner in 1990. Wow.
Wow.
EMI on this day drops the punk rock group the Sex Pistols. Yes.
Yeah.
EMI.
That notorious
Yeah.
song.
It's
Oh,
the
yeah.
day that Ted Turner bought the Atlanta Braves for $12 million, less than the lottery. AM America,
I like
anyone
baseball.
remember that? Premiered, and Bill Butel was the host. Wheel of Fortune debuted on this day. Who
I
watches
hated
Wheel
that
of
show.
I watch it with my
Van away.
Me and my mom. I go to her house.
I
The
hated
Wheel
that
of
show.
Fortune. I never really got into it.
Yeah.
I
Schoolhouse
just watch it 'cause I
Rock.
love
You
my
remember
mom.
Schoolhouse Rock? That
Yeah.
premiered on this
Yeah.
day. Yes. Do you remember any of them?
Fraggle.
No, not
Oh,
Fraggle.
well,
Schoolhouse
That
Rock.
was like a
Wasn't
late
it like
70s show, right?
Junction,
I'm an 80s
Junction,
baby.
what's your function?
I watched like You Can't Do
I
That on
remember
television.
that.
Junction, you
I
remember?
remember
Different
that.
Strokes. is my
The
shit.
Supremes
Oh.
released I'm Living in Shame on
Love
this day. I don't remember that song, I'm Living in
Well, I
Shame.
do
Yeah, she
like.
was pregnant.
When Diana?
No,
With another man's baby?
No, in the video that they did, it was about a pregnant girl that was unwed.
Oh, isn't that what all their songs are about? I mean, come on. Why should that one be different? The Beatles' Magical Mystery Tour album goes to #1 on this day and stayed there for 8 weeks. Wow. Do you know, all right, the Milton Berle Show. Anybody here ever watch that show?
It
It
rings the
was
bell,
the
but I'm
last
really
day.
high.
It was the last day it ever aired was on this
Just
day.
can't get them on rhyme.
The Rolling
Yeah.
Stones' first tour as a headliner act with the Ronettes. The Ronettes opened for
Be My Baby.
for the Rolling
Baby.
Stones. This was the day, January 6th, in 1964. They headlined for the first time.
Very nice.
Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom, who remembers that, with Marlon Perkins, began on this day. My grandmother, that was her favorite show. It was right before Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, that was the day. Sunday night. Oliver, the show Oliver opened in New York City on this day. The Bollington Prize for Poetry, Cindy, went to E.E. Cummings on this day. Do you know what the Bollington Prize is? You should submit for that. If it's still going on, you should win it. Gibson patents the Flying V guitar on this day. Elvis Presley makes his 7th and final appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show on this day. Yes, it's a big day, 1/6. Future President George Bush married Barbara Pierce in Rye, New York. On
He
this
pierced
day.
her bush.
He did. Actually, she pierced his bush, right? I guess. The first around-world
sure.
flight,
I reach around zones.
Pan Am.
Appropriate.
Remember Pan Am? That was like,
Yeah.
they had their whole building and everything.
What happened to Pan Am?
It was the first day they ever had a around-the-world flight. The Pacific Clipper. What do you think of that one, Jurgen?
All I can think of is
FDR's For Freedom speech was on this day. Speech worship from want from fear.
blew up the Pan Am.
Whatever that means. Henry Hudson was erected in the Bronx in a memorial bronze statue of Henry Hudson on this day. Yeah.
Pablo
New York
Escobar.
City mayor proposes New York become a free city, trading with the North and South in 1861. And George Washington married Martha Dandridge Curtis on this day. Do you think that's why George Bush got married on this day? Because George Washington did? Did he just want to do it?
I'm sure
GW,
there was some
I have. It sounds too
sentimental
much.
purpose.
But it's also the day that Henry VIII married his 4th wife, Anne of Cleves. Now let's see. Divorced, beheaded, and
Her
died.
last name was
Divorced!
Cleves?
Oh, yay! She was divorced.
Yeah, she lived.
Oh, thank God, thank
I
God.
know.
I know, that's the
Was
only...
it the one after the
the 4th. Good for her. She
Yeah.
lived. Birthdays on this day. Baby lion-tailed Macu at Woodland Park Zoo in Seattle. It's his birthday today. Danny Pintaro, you remember him? He was Jonathan on Who's the Boss, the little kid. You remember him?
Yeah.
God, that's where Alyssa Milano came from. Oh, who doesn't love Alyssa Milano?
She's
She was
nice.
adorable.
Oh, I love her. I know. Who's the boss? But he was the boy.
Yeah.
Julie
Almost for
Chen,
Alyssa Milano.
you know Julie Chen, the American journalist who's now, she's the talk, right? Isn't she the one married to Mr. CBS? Kathy Sledge, one of the Sister Sledge's birthday is today. Who likes Mr. Bean? Oh, no wonder. Is that why it's Bean Day?
I like Mr. Bean.
That must be why it's Bean Day. Maybe.
Mr.
It's his
Bean.
birthday
In
today.
honor of him.
And
Who's that?
Malcolm Young, the guitarist from AC/DC. Yes, his birthday is today. Very good. Grant Goodeve, he was David on 8 is Enough, and he was in Dynasty. Kim Wilson, you know where Kim Wilson's from? Fabulous Thunderbirds. Sid Barrett, Roger
Hey.
Keith Barrett from
That's a good
Pink
one.
Floyd. Pepe Le Pew, it's Pepe Le Pew's birthday today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bonnie Franklin from One Day at a Time. Her birthday is today. And people who died on this day. Angels, angels, angels. Oh, it's also Joan of Arc's birthday today.
Ah.
Yes, and Danny Thomas.
I love Joan
too.
of Arc.
And
She's cool.
Sung Young Moon's birthday is today. Oh
Hey.
my God, they just keep coming. Angels, people who passed away. Francesco Scavulo. Oh, what a photographer.
I
He's
love
an
his
angel
pasta
with
sauce.
us today. Thank you. Rudolph Nureyev is an angel with us today. Yes, Marty the Moose from Northern Exposure. Anyone remember him? He died at
Yeah,
6
it's a
years
good show.
old. Yes. Virginia Clinton, the mother of President Clinton, is an angel with us. Dizzy Gillespie is an angel with us today. And Theodore Roosevelt is also an angel with us today. And I think that's enough of that. I'm done. Are you done with that? Jurgen!
Hey!
It's another Jurgen Day on Ruin Who.
Kind of. It's your birthday.
And Miss Vivian, yes, it's the eve of her birthday.
Yeah.
So,
Happy birthday.
for the eve of your birthday, do you have a skeleton you'd like to share with us or a piece of shortbread?
All my skeletons are kind of out there.
Yeah?
I'm still overly exposed, so.
Overly exposed? Well, a lot of these people
Do
might
you have
not
any
know.
skeletons that you might
They
be
might
plotting
not
to do
know.
that you're gonna have next
They
week?
might not know.
They might not
Do you
know
have
any
any-
of your skeletons. So,
fine.
what's one skeleton that you can share?
have in a week from now.
One of my skeletons.
When's the first time you ever went to a dungeon?
The first time I went to a dungeon, at least 14, 15 years ago.
And what was your first experience?
Starting out as a professional mistress.
There you go.
That's a
Yeah.
damn good skeleton.
Have some shortbread, baby.
I played D&D too.
We'll be back. We have a whole day of Jurgen fun. We'll be right back. on
No.
Ruin Who.
I don't want to get too crazy. I got to rap later.
Okay.
What's that you say? Keeping it real.